Okay. Where's Sienna? Sienna. Ah, poor Sienna. Ah, there you are. Can you read it for us? Very good.
Transition from mechanical to organic. Then read book 3, chapters 1 to 3. What are the abnormal forms of IIT called?
What do you think? Very good!
What are the definitions for normal?
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay, so next week is the last week of Durkheim. Well, not nothing's the last week of Durkheim, so Durkheim will be with us the rest of our lives, as you will see. We will get to the end of Durkheim then on next Thursday, and when next following week we'll begin Foucault. Well, it's very similar and very different from Durkheim. Okay, so now, very good. So look, I thought we need a little bit of experimentation in this class, right, Jane?
Yes.
Yes. Well, when I put out the two people actually volunteered to talk to me about, Juliana and Erin, about the possibility of having a sort of website blog for the class. And, well, we've had a little conversation about this, and we thought that's what we would try and do. Now, the story is this. We're going to start off, to see if this will work, we're going to start off with a blog that will be headed by, actually Erin's already prepared it, that will be headed by Obama's inaugural address. And so you can just click on that once you're given the address of the website, of the blog, and you will hear it. You won't have to read it even. And then we can have a discussion through the lens of Marx and Durkheim, how they would actually evaluate it. So that the blog discussion will be precisely what you have to do for your... How did you guess? Now, isn't that very clever of us? Now, okay, so can people actually... Can I give them their address?
Yes.
Okay, that's just I'll put it up here, actually. http / Living Theory. This is no abstract theory we're dealing with here. Living Theory 101B. No, little b, right? 101B. That's a B. .blogspot.com. Can you read that? .com. Can anybody? You're all looking at Facebook anyhow while I'm talking, right? Does it work in this room? Yeah, it works. So you can now blog each other while I'm talking. You dare. Okay, all right. Okay. Anyway, so on top of that, I think that I would like to also have a discussion of the inaugural address on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Well, let's make it 6:30 actually. Well, you see, you've got a blog, you don't need me. Yes, Ariana?
That's the first question, or can we discuss grand theory as well, too?
I'll see. Yes, that's a possibility. Well, the idea was to watch the inaugural and then have a discussion. I mean, we don't really need a review. So Durkheim, you've been reading Durkheim for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You can raise questions very subtly. Anyway, so that's what I'll do. I'll send out an email to all of you. But I've not exactly found a place. We'll probably do it in the library in the department. But anyway, I'll also announce it on Tuesday. Oh, let's go down here. Okay, so that's a double incentive to get involved with this blog. And if the blog works, and I don't know what that means, if it works, then we'll see where we will go. But what I do need, and this is my last point about it, I need some volunteers to be the sort of blogging committee. Lenin always had a central committee. We need a central committee for the blog that will sort of see the discussion. Are there any volunteers who would, I guess probably, are there any volunteers? 1, 2. Just what it means is no work. It means that you've just got to contribute or be part of a group of people who will make quite sure the thing moves ahead. This is not very encouraging. Aman, okay. Very good, it's coming. Okay, slow but sure. There's nothing. The more you just have to sit together. You'll probably exchange some emails and you'll just make quite sure that something is written. Okay, any more? Yeah, out of the back. Very good. Who are you?
I'm
Waffet. Waffet. With OT. Waffet. Okay. I have to start doing this. How do you spell that? Waffet? W? No, that's pretty simple. And who's your neighbor? Mirror on the wall. Mira. Yeah. And then we had over there with Annie. Who else did we have over here? Charita. Karen, Christina. Who? You're Christina, that's good. Just a way I can. Christina and Karen. Okay. Well, what I think we should do is perhaps if we have an email address. Perhaps Aaron, are you prepared? Where are you? I saw you a second there. Would it be okay if we use your email address?
No, on the board.
Oh, no, not on the board, I guess. What should we do?
You can put my email on the board.
You can leave an email.
It's fine.
Yes, well, anyway, no, just send it to me. You got my email address, and I will be responsible for everything after that. Send me your email address. Me, Michael Borovoy at berkeley.edu. Okay, and I will send it on. Okay? So we will see what will happen with this blog. I got all sorts of ideas for this website, but one step at a time. Waffle. Okay, very good. Any questions? Any questions? Nicole? None. Sonny?
Do you want to contribute our comments onto the website, or do you?
Sorry?
You want to contribute our comments?
Yes, this is just the, what can we call them? The seeding committee. I don't know, what's it called? The elected officials. The moderators, the self-appointed moderators. Oh, moderators, that sounds very Foucauldian. No. Seeding. This is the seeding circle. Seeding circle. No? That sounds good. Okay. If you actually sort of use the concept that is familiar to us, it's very constraining. This is, you have no idea what a seeding circle is. Anyway, basically you will have a moderating group. All right, any other questions? Yes, so basically you can actually, in principle, already begin, right?
You can just post them directly onto the
Yes, you basically, for the class as a whole, you post your comments directly onto the blog. It's just always nice to have some sort of committee that sort of gets things going. That's all. Right? Have I missed anything, Aaron?
No.
You're not sure?
For people to actually post the blog, they will to generate authentic new posts. They would have to give you their email addresses so we can collaborate that more specifically with GSIs perhaps. But in terms of people just trying to find ideas, questions that might be interesting and might invite more comments on the blog to the so-called meeting circle.
Yeah, but basically people can just enroll in Google, right?
Yes.
And so you just enroll in Google, and then you can put your comments on this particular blog.
Yes.
Right, that's all we need for this for now. And actually, I believe that you've written something that simplifies and helps everybody figure out how to access this whole thing.
Yes.
Perhaps I can send that to everybody by email.
Okay.
So the idea is this be inclusive, not exclusive. So if anybody has any questions about this, they can send them to me or to Aaron, and we will help you. But basically, this is very, very simple. And then you just be able to look around the comments and then answer the midterm. Yeah. Okay, any more questions, comments, suggestions, advice for me, for anybody? No? Going? Jessica, you look in such agony and pain. No? It's not real. Fabricated. Okay, Jason, number 1.
How is this so different from B-Space?
Oh, you'll see it. It's so beautiful. This is a joy. All right, how's it different from B-Space?
Well, B-Space is, you have one to do at a time. So you can click on somebody talking to space. Well, this is a much more scroll down with like laughter. So find out comments, the comment box will come up, it's beautiful, people post their own pictures.
This is A, more beautiful, B, more sophisticated, and C, more intelligent. Well, you will see. Kristen, do you want something?
I just didn't know if you wanted to make an announcement to the folks that are new.
Yes, yes. I suppose that's okay, right? Yeah, so basically, well, for those of you who are new to 101, this 101 who didn't do 101A last semester?
Verbal experience, right?
Right. Well, some experience anyhow. And there we can now make. You can see if you want access to.
I think we should get it later. No.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Yeah, I understand your point. But basically, what I want you to do, if you really want access to notes, you should send me an email, and I will tell you how to get hold of them. But Kristen has actually kindly made this possible for us. So we should really thank Kristen. Thank you very much. So this is anyway only for those who did not have 101A in the flesh, okay? All right, we have spent, whoa! We're in trouble. 15 minutes.
Summary.
Summary. That was a summary, was it? Okay. Well, you just have to stay 15 minutes extra, that's all. How do you like that, Celia? Okay, all right. Okay, let's see if I can do this in 5 minutes. Summary. As I said last time, now we're going downhill with Durkheim. Book 3 this is really what we were all about. We can only understand Book 3 after doing Book 1 and 2, but Book 3 is really where we'll begin to really understand the significance of Durkheim's division of labour. So the dividends will come next week. Alright, summary. I'm going to say there's 2 parts to this summary. The first part is about mechanical solidarity, and the second part is about organic solidarity. Mechanical solidarity is a solidarity based on likenesses. You got it, yeah, likenesses. And this is what Durkheim thinks mechanical solidarity looks like. And there's actually a blog on YouTube. If you look up for Durkheim Mechanical Solidarity, Durkheim on the Prairie, some of you may have seen it. Anyway, it's pretty beautiful. But anyway, this is what we'll do in this class, mechanical solidarity. So solidarity based on likenesses. The idea is that individuals are moving together, they look the same, they do the same, there's no division of labor, and there is a strong collective consciousness that overwhelms the individual consciousness. In the extreme, there's no individual consciousness at all. And we associate with this repressive law, which involves punishment of criminals. And the whole idea is that when the collective consciousness, the moral values and rules that define society based on mechanical solidarity, when they are violated, the violator is defined as a criminal. The criminal is publicly, passionately and organizedly punished. To what? To repair the collective consciousness, to act on the honest people, not necessarily to deter the criminal, but to remind everybody of the common values that we share. Repressive law. As opposed to organic solidarity, which looks like this. Okay, the human being, the evolution of the human being is seen to be the evolution of society, or as parallels. Parallel corresponds. It's the analogy Durkheim uses to the human being, the development from... That's how human society developed. And this is the society based on division of labor and organic solidarity. Organic solidarity. And here we have a solidarity based on complementary differences. Complementary differences. And associated with what Durkheim calls restitutive law. That is law whose violation... Restitutive law. That is, when this law is violated, there is an attempt not to punish people, but to restore the relations that were broken to their previous character. That is to say, for example, when relations between husband and wife are broken by divorce, the idea is then to actually have a legal proceedings that will somehow bring the relations together as best as possible. That is, distribute resources between husband and wife and custody between them, to do it in a way that repairs the relations as best as possible. And so there is actually restitutive law, there is domestic law, labor law, administrative law, procedural law. We talked about these last time. These different forms of laws that really are, in a sense, regulating the relations of interdependence among participants in the division of labor. They regulate relations of division of labor. They're concerned with protecting the division of labor rather than the protection of the defense of the collective consciousness. So here we have individual consciousness is actually developed with the division of labor and is much greater than the collective consciousness, though the collective consciousness never disappears. And corresponding to mechanical solidarity, we have a notion of the state as a symbol, as an expression, as a representative of the collective consciousness. When the state is attacked, that is almost an attack on the collective consciousness and is punished accordingly. The state is a representative symbol of the collective consciousness. We might say in this society, insofar as we have a collective consciousness, the Supreme Court might be said to symbolize the collective consciousness we share. So anyway, the point is that mechanical solidarity has a corresponding notion of the state as an expression of collective consciousness, whereas the state, for organic solidarity, is a state that is involved in the regulation of relations. The regulation of relations. And the interesting thing is this. What we're going to learn next week and a little bit today, that actually the solidarity that emerges from the division of labor with the help of this restitutive law, these regulatory laws, that solidarity only appears under certain conditions. And those conditions turn out to be really quite radical. We are going to see next week and a little bit today that the division of labor can produce solidarity if and only if the relation between the parts is relatively equal. There is justice in the relationship between parts, between capital and labor, husband and wife, parent and child. That in fact what is going to be crucial for division of labor to deliver solidarity that Durkheim in a sense worships, the importance of solidarity. Durkheim is going to insist that it will only appear under certain conditions. And those turn out to be, as I say, quite radical conditions and we're going to see notions of equality. But that's all for next week. Okay, Mary?
Okay.
Pretty good. I'm going to check now. No blogging down there. Okay, good. Good. Right. Any questions? Breaks, okay. Good. By the way, this semester, you're going to have to start challenging me. You're already sort of fully fledged theorists. So we have a relationship of equality, social justice here, right? You notice, Neil? Yeah. And so you should be pinning me against the board here with your